Ideas gamers, welcome to day 4 of the Zelda Hype Streams. Let me know how the, you know, uh, stream is, the quality and stuff. Let me know how that's going in the chat before we go ahead and kick this off. I also need to link my chat to this. There we go. Alright, let me know if you guys can hear me well, or if something's too loud. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Okay, so here is what we are playing today. Zelda Ocarina of Time. Yeah, all these games are virtual console games. So I don't have the actual thing, but I wouldn't even be able to play this like Game Boy game from the Game Boy. I wouldn't be able to show you all that. I wouldn't be able to show you all the DS ones. So, which is what this one is. How's the stream? Good? No? Good? You can hear me? What about frame rate? I'm going to move the little finger around. Tell me how, if that's, like, bad. I have a feeling if when I get in the game, the frame rate won't be that bad. Because the game is less demanding than the Wii U Mini is. Well, if everything's fine, hold on. How about that? Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go in. I'll adjust. The video on my phone is jumpy, but I have it set to 144p. But okay. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know that. Look on the stream when you type that star. Since I have the Zelda font, it's actually the Triforce symbol whenever you click the star. That is cool. That is okay. You need to download this font. I had no idea about that. That is pretty cool. Okay, well, we are going into Zelda Ocarina of Time. Whoops! Can you hear the game okay? Oh yeah, I started playing it to get the cropping correct. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and reset the game. We're gonna start a new file. Let's switch it to the 64. There we go. And also, I haven't something I shouldn't have to do, but I did. Wait a minute. Interesting. Copying. I have to copy this. Weird. I have to copy this chat from the Wii U and paste it over on the copy we use chat, copy, and paste. There we go. Hey, Pona. Now we are ready to go. So, let's go. We're going to do a completely different thing, so we can start from the beginning. What should his name be? Lonku. Because I don't know. Because Lonk is a meme, and Lonku is one of my favorite video game characters. I might end up commenting random symbols to see what they'll show up as. The music on the game isn't overwhelming, so I like it. Oh yeah. Here we go. Let's go. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, Longman served as the guardian spirit. I'm known as the Deku Trick. The Deku Tray. Whoops! I did not mean to do that. The children of the forest. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. What an idiot he is. Wait, the percent symbol and the dollar sign. Oh, the dollar sign is rupees. Okay. Wait, let me see. Dollar sign. Whoops. Dollar sign. Yeah, dollar sign is rupee. Where's percent sign? I can't tell. Navi, we're far out there. Art thou? Come heifer. Come heifer. Oh, Navi the ferret. Listen to my words, because, you know, dost thou sense it, the climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces, even now, are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. Giving him stupid voices once again. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier to deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of our world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is enough. It seems the time has come for the boy without the fairy. Any boy without a fairy. It doesn't have to be Link. I mean, it could be freaking Ganon's son, for all we care, to begin his journey. The youth's destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice, and truth. Now, go now, find our young friend and guide him to me. I don't have much time left, so just look, Navi, I don't have much time left. Go, get out, hurry up. And now for the disorientating, especially if actually, if you play this on the 3DS, this is probably one of the best cutscenes that make use of the 3D mechanic in the 3DS. Because of that. Oh man, I keep pushing the wrong Z button. Actually, I'm gonna make it so that that is not the Z button. Because I'm used to pushing that button for Z. Yeah, L is R is R. L is L like usual. No, yeah, okay. Excuse me. And I guess minus is going to be the main one. Okay, now let's go. I always heard the voice of Morgan Freeman when I read the wise words of the music. I don't have a Morgan Freeman voice. Wake the fuck up, Lonk. Yeah, that's right, I called you Lonk. I said, wake up. I said, wake up! Excuse me, but what are you? To whom do I have the pleasure of greeting today? Okay, you might actually see me speedrunning this game because I've actually been playing this on the 3DS. So, and right off the bat, one of the main reasons I think the 3DS is the definitive. Well, I guess there's a GameCube version of it too. That's the same thing as the 3DS. The one reason that the 3DS version is superior to this one is convenience. Specifically, the water temple. We're not going to get there today, obviously, but when we get there, it's an obvious reason why I would prefer that over this. Anyone would prefer that over this. But what am I doing? Oh yeah. The Deku sword. No. Yeah, see that epic speedrunning technique? Not really. My idea of speedrunning is actually going through the story. And you know what? I think oh, don't worry about it. There should be a rock about to run me over somewhere. There it is. Sword. I'm basically eating dinner now too. Okay. We'll have to get a couple. These headphones are not really doing it for me. I have like 3 pairs of headphones, so I have options. I have 4 pairs of headphones actually. One of them looks pretty stupid. One of them is broken to an extent. Like I can still hear, but they're broken still. These are earbuds, but you know, is the story the exact same as the DS version, or does it have a bunch of trolls like conquer language? But Well, actually, I like the trolls that they did in Conquer. Well, they didn't really do mini trolls. It was just like, I remember the actual troll, the bridge troll they did, where it was like, oh, we tried to make it a little bit different because it's the Xbox version. Like, and then Conquer was like, well, programmers, no surprises, please. Like, I thought that was pretty funny, at least. But they didn't really change up the rest of the story. But on the 3DS version, the only thing that's changed is the interface. Like, you don't have to pause to change up your items anymore. Everything's on the touchscreen. The graphics are updated, obviously. To think about if they were to make this into a GameCube game. Which there is a GameCube remake, and that has updated graphics. Basically the same resolution, graphics-wise, as the GameCube. And then the only other thing I think is to help new players with Zelda games, because for people who've never played a Zelda game before, especially nowadays when people may be so having such a small attention span, like such a low attention span. But where was I going with this? People with such a low attention span nowadays may find it easy to get off track. So they put like little hints around, like not Navi hints, but actual like what do they call, like Shuka something. There's like a Sheikah thing right here, and you could go in there, and it would give you a hint. If you know, I never used it because, well, actually, when I first played the 3DS version, I used them a couple times just because the 3DS version was my first experience with this game. But it's just good to have that, because a lot of the 3D Zelda games have trouble with, especially the bigger ones, have a little bit of trouble with guiding you. Oh wait, I need to get that debut shit. That's right. People with such low attention spans. Where was I? Yeah, I know, right? That's not really an attention span thing. That's like a ADD thing. Here's something I like about Twilight. Okay, a lot of people don't like Twilight Princess for a lot of things, but one thing I do like about Twilight Princess and games after that is that you can talk when you have something in when you're grabbing something and then you target something, it actually throws it at the person directly instead of lobbing it over the enemy. Like, you can kill an enemy by throwing a rock at it, for example. And he wouldn't just lob it over the enemy, he would actually throw it at the enemy. Well, I did not need to do that. Oh well. I know you can get 5 rupees right here. And then there are 5 on top of this. Whoops. Oh no. I need 11 more. I think there are chests in one of these. I think it's that one that has the chests in it. The solution to everything in Amnesia Dark Descent for walking. Y'all? Especially if that's the main, if that's the main mechanic of the game, just throwing rocks. It's like it's like saying, well, if a game's whole defining, the whole defining trait about the game is throwing rocket things, then that would be to expect it. That's like saying, oh man, the solution to beating Pac-Man, eating ghosts, eating dots, like, duh, that's its game. Okay, we're good. I'm out. Let's go. Lego. But this time, we're gonna speed. Whoops. We're gonna kind of speed run. I'm not an expert speedrunner, but I've played the game long enough to know enough times to know where most everything is without having to look at it. Give me my shield. I can't skip this. I can't skip it. Did I click no? I clicked yes. Okay, well, equipment. Long. Okay, here's, well, I was going to show you. Here's one of the main things that makes the 3DS game a lot better. The boots in the 3DS isn't part of your equipment. It's an item. And why is that significant? The water temple. That's why. Because especially since it's an equipable item, you don't have to pause every 5 seconds to put your boots on and then unpause or pause again to take them off. They're an item, so all I have to do is just push a button. And there's 4 equipment buttons. 3DS version. What the heck? You got a sword and a shield? Oh my god. Whoa. Whoa, I thought I was, well equipped. Whoops. Hopefully he's got a heart thing. Sticks! Oh yeah, I'll get that stick. Or sticks. Stop it. Now, oh no, here we go. Oh. Wait, that's your tree. I'm giving Navi a toad voice. Hey, listen. I guess that's as close to a Navi voice as I can get. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. I'm just gonna call him Link. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the great Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servitor you will gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Because verily thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I'm gonna eat you. Can you handle that? Just thou hast the courage. What happens? Perhaps you do not have confidence in your ability. Oh, really? Let me in. Wait, return to where? Did I just wanted to, because a lot of times they just, like, you say no and say, and then they just force you to say yes. I've already beaten this already in the first sort of level. What made it harder on me was controller joystick. Yeah. Well, I will say that even though the Nintendo 64's controller is pretty bad controller. I mean, it's a good controller in a couple ways, in the fact that they pretty much invented a lot of layout, like the layouts of the controllers. But I guess he's wanting to talk to someone. What's I saying? Yeah, the controller for the Nintendo 64. They didn't really improve the whole controller scheme. Well, specifically the joystick or the analog stick. Like it's still like if Link felt like not very I don't know. If it felt like Link didn't control like Mario, he still doesn't. It doesn't matter what controller it's on, he practically feels the same. But he does on all the Zeldas, even in Twilight Princess, which is specifically made for the GameCube. What? Did I miss something? Or do I go up? Oh wait. Okay. Okay. Yes, let me in. I thought I was gonna like trigger the cutscene. Loving a fairy, that must aid Link. Well, and it's not just your controller. All the Nintendo 64 controllers, except for the Super Pad. I had a Super Pad, and there was also an oddly shaped 64 controller I used to have. It was shaped like a GameCube controller, or shaped like this, but it was interesting. Well, it wasn't shaped like a GameCube controller. It was shaped like a, standard gaming controller. Alright, we're going up the ladder. Okay. About to get that compass, or wait, to the compass or the map. Look at this wall. Pretty, isn't it? I mean, isn't that a beautiful wall? Sight to see, spiders. Okay. The spiders, or the Skulltulas, is like the one thing I don't like about Twilight Princess. And not necessarily that I don't like the way they look, it's just that they look almost too... I hate spiders. So the ones in Twilight Princess look almost too spider-like. The ones in here don't really look like spiders. One of the new things Sony became this generation first-party controllers. Well, kind of. Sony beat it in the... Well, Sony's been using the same controller layout since the PlayStation came out, so that tells you something about that. But also, Nintendo did invent the joystick on a controller, and they were the first one to get it right. And also, well, even though the 64 controller had it, they never used it, but they also had the better D-pad. But they invented the D-pad too. But as far as well, in the PlayStation 2, the original PlayStation's controller at first didn't have any analog stick. They still had direct, D-pad. But no one uses the 64 controller. They didn't use that scheme for every controller after the 64. I won't say they had Nintendo beat in the next generation with the GameCube and PS2 because I'm probably not the only one to say that the GameCube controller is probably one of the best controllers. Best looking controllers, especially if you get the one that where all the like the A and B button are both, or well, A, B, and Z are all white instead of color like they are. I did not mean to do that. Oh, here's one thing I don't like about it. One thing they did improve on also in the 3DS version of the game: inverted controls. It was okay at the time because it was like the first one of the first 3D games, so people weren't used to it. But the 3DS uses motion controls and also regular, like, not inverted controls. It's a heart, isn't it? That I did not need. Okay, let's go. Yeah, see that epic speed running technique. No, I did not mean. Crosshairs? No, but not quite. There is a thing in the middle of the slingshot, though, that, like in the Twilight Princess version, basically. Okay. Like in between the little wires thing, there's a little brown thing right here that shows you where the thing will go. Also, it's always been pretty easy for me to figure out which it is. Just like it's in this, in between the red little bumps at the end of the slingshot. Has always been where the thing will go. Ah, man. Oh man, I'll be right back. I'm gonna have to get something. My nose is kind of running right now. Okay, I'm back. Interesting. Well, wait, hold up. Let me do something. I'm also making. No, okay. I'm making the X button. The C left and Y. Or no, I'm making Y C left and X C down. Okay. Wow. Whoops, I didn't have any to do that. Okay. Whoops. Hate it when that happens. Because I'm using the right analog stick as the C buttons. Oh, here this is. Yeah, do it. Okay. There's a gold controller somewhere. More sticks. Seeds. I never bothered with getting the compass in this time. I sometimes forgot. I forget which chest or which it is. Or I sometimes forget that there is even a compass in this, and forget that this leads me to the compass. Although, I do go for the Skulltulas sometimes. You know, the gold. Just screw it. One thing I'm not good at with this game is jumping. Okay, I just found out it's not my headphones that are messing up. Like these headphones that are messed up. It's apparently the gamepad's volume. Interesting. Yeah, of course not. Whoops. Oh. I don't know. Because, hold on. I don't know how you'd be able to play a Zelda game with an Oculus Rift. I feel like you need a controller. Well, I mean, you can play Oculus Rift with a controller, but still. Zelda would be a little bit too, because most of the Oculus VR games are not meant for, or you know, are not really action. None of them are really action-based games. They're just like Virtual Boy. Actually, you know what? Virtual Boy. I'm not going to even talk about that, but they're not like really high movement action-based games, and that's what Zelda is, and that could disorientate a lot of people. Even like no matter how good the oh yeah, no matter how precise and good the screen is for the VR, it's not going to be. It's always going to be disorientating. The way he holds that, though. I was talking about doing that forward. Well, yeah. I mean, you can talk about doing anything in this game. I think, just doing any of this in VR would be cool. Oh, I don't know. First person Zelda. Now that I think about it, nah. But the fall, maybe. I know that they're saying they're about to start doing not first person, but VR Minecraft. Not that I'd ever play that, but I mean I do play Minecraft sometimes, but I imagine that's the closest comparison you can make with this game. Especially since the new Zelda is going to be a sandbox Minecraft-like game. Does this really count as a puzzle? Whoops. Oh man, I meant to share. Oh, there's that. No. Really? No. Interesting. I'll just kill him. Oh. I hurt myself by attacking him. Okay. Fire. Oh man, my worst fear. Alright, finally we're done with that. No? Okay, we're about to be in the boss. About to be in the boss. Not in the boss's room. In the boss. And then finally we can actually get the game started. Because I don't consider this part of the game. It is a tutorial and nothing more. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, it doesn't just start. Here we go. Whoops. There we go. Ah, man. Easy. Finally, we're done with this. But we still have to go through 10 minutes of exposition. In which case, I might just... I don't know, how long have I been going? This is why I need, frames. 8,000. Hold up, I'm gonna try something, because there's supposed to be, like, some kind of... Hold up. It's supposed to be some kind of, like, speed run thing where you can, just, like, glitch through the wall, and that's it. You're, like, at the end of the game. I don't know. Well done, Link. That's fairly demonstrated that courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my mission. Your mission? My command? I'm taking these out because I play this game long enough to not need them, and also they're really messing with my ears. Also, I just got done watching this twice. Once on the Nintendo 3DS, and then again on this game. You know, while I was trying to crop it for the stream. So red, blue, and green got us this way. Alright, I'm done eating. Finally. Sorry I'm not talking much right now, but can you blame me? Oh, excuse me. You should play some of the rare games on. I can't. I mean, I have, but I can't on you know, Wii U. Hold on. Whoops. I can't. The only rare game on the Wii U right now, aside from the DK Country games, is Donkey Kong 64. The other rare games, well, Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie are only currently on the Xbox 360, and that's the only other thing I'd be able to, you know, live stream something off of. But I don't have the Xbox 360 with me anymore, so I cannot do that. Also, I personally did not enjoy Diddy Kong Racing that much. computer emulating? Nah. Not on this computer. And even so, I wouldn't be able to stream it because my computer's not power enough to handle a game playing and the streaming software and the chat box all at the same time. That, and I don't have a controller to use, and I hate using the keyboard and mouse. Hate it. Okay. Shut up. Alright, let's go. Finally. I think when I get to Hyrule, the castle that is, that's when well, not the castle, just the town. I think I'm going to end the stream. How long has the stream been going? That I would like to know, because I have no idea myself. That's me eating pit smoked ham. Pit smoked ham. About an hour? Oh yeah, because I started at like 9:30. Okay, well yeah, when I get to Hyrule Castle, or you know, the town, that's when I'll end the stream. Oh, another thing that the 3DS version improved. You know how in the Nintendo 64 version, when you go in buildings and stuff, it's like inside the buildings, the image they use is actually a panorama picture. Like, it's just a picture. It's not a three-dimensional thing, but they render it so that when Link goes in it and when there's, you know, NPCs in there, it kind of counts as a three-dimensional room. In the 3DS version, it actually is a three-dimensional room. It's not just a picture. I thought that was something interesting I like about, well, just interesting to know about the 3DS version in comparison to the 64 version. Okay, here we go. Hyrule filed. Okay. Oh no, I keep forgetting about the owl. And I should know about this because I met playing Ocarina of Time 3D last night. I had to talk to that owl like 3 times yesterday. And today. Wait a minute. I know he always asks if you want to hear what he says again. No? Hell no. Yes. They did that to save more room on the cartridge for well duh. Obviously. But it's something that that doesn't mean that doesn't mean that it's something that should have been addressed. that's Nintendo's own fault for not using discs instead of cartridges. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Well, there kind of was at the time, but that doesn't mean that the use of it on the 3DS, like them doing it on. Well, I did not mean to do that. Them doing that on the 3DS. It doesn't make the game better. It does make the game better. Just little subtle details like that do make the game better. Oh, here. Okay, here's something I like about the new Zelda they're about to, well, that they revealed. So, in the trailer, well, not in the trailer, but just in the treehouse and stuff, where they were showing off the new Zelda game, the Stall child, when you fight the Stall children at night, they'll actually, not only will they attack you just like this, but they'll also, like when you hit them one time, they'll go at, their arms and heads will fall off, and like they won't actually die until you destroy their heads, but their heads will fall, arms and heads will fall off, and then like one will go over and pick up the arm and start beating Link with the arm. And not only that, but they'll also, if one of the Stall child's head is fallen, like Final Fantasy VII, I think was planned for the 64 of the Switch. Yeah, well, yeah, because for one, they use like 3 discs, and there's no way. Well, Nintendo 64 wasn't built for you to be able to swap out the cartridges. They tried to do that with Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, but it didn't end up working. But with Final Fantasy VII, and since they also had memory cards, internal memory cards, we could plug them into the actual system, you could do that, you know, presumably. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Link can, attacking the Stall children. What was I saying? Yeah, after attacking the Stall children, one of the, like, if both of the, you know, skeletons' heads come off, and, like, there's still one behind, like, you didn't kill, they'll go back and pick up their heads and put it back on their body. Not only that, like, if you break one, like, kill one of the skeleton's body and then kill the other one's head, the other one will go up and pick the other one's, you know, the one who still has his body will go up and pick the other skeleton's head back up. And not only that, if you like try to, you can actually use the, you know, skeleton's hands as weapons, arms as weapons, and they'll actually try to flick, you know, the skeleton arms away. It's interesting. I'll link you to if you'd like to see something like that. Oh yeah, this is what I mean about the whole you know, panorama picture. That's exactly what this is, a panorama picture. But on the 3DS version, it's not a panorama, it's actual 3D. So, well, here we are. I forgot what her name is. Mara, that's her name. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Because, well, just because. I can't think of any. Well, I think we've been playing for an hour and 15 minutes, I guess. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. Whoever tuned in to watch the interchangeable parts made possible by film. Yeah, really. It's exactly what it is. And not only that, he can use pretty much anything as a weapon now. And he can jump in that game. He can jump. If you push X, Link jumps. I don't know how you can top Link jumping. Anyway, yeah, Stay in the stream chat because I'm gonna link you to the yeah, link you to the, you know, what I'm talking about in regards to the new Zelda game. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Now tomorrow I'll either be playing the DS game or the Game Boy game. The Minish Cap or the Phantom Hourglass, I'm not sure. I'll probably just flip a coin. And then the day after that I'll be playing the double one. But anyway, thank you for watching. Take care. Carry on.